Good afternoon to all. Myself Priyanka. So today video is on gastrointestinal system, that is GI system. So as we all know that GI system start from the mouth and end at the anus. So here firstly I will discuss with you all the anatomy and physio of GI system. As I told you prior that the GI system extend from mouth to anus, and if I'm talking about the length of the GI system, that is 23 to 26 feet, and the average length of the gastrointestinal tract in meter is around 7 to 9 meter. And the part of the GI system includes mouth, pharynx, as shown in this diagram, that is mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, our large intestine, rectum, and at the end is anus. So these all are the part of the GI system. Firstly, I'm talking about the mouth. So mouth is the first site of digestion, as we all know. So there are the three pairs of salivary glands that named as, what are these pairs? Parotid gland, submaxillary and submandibular, and the third one is sublingual glands. And this sublingual gland secretes saliva to the oral cavity. Approximately daily, how much saliva is secreted? That is approx 1.5 liter. And if I'm talking about the parotid gland, so parotid gland is the largest salivary gland. It is the main MCQs that comes under the entrance examination. That is the largest salivary gland is our parotid gland. And there is a one viral infection, that is mumps, that mainly affect our largest salivary gland, that is parotid gland. And under the submaxillary gland is the gland with the longest duct. ठीक है, ऐसी कौन सी ग्लैंड है जिसमें longest duct होती है? That is our submaxillary glands. So that's all about the mouth. What are the important points that I discuss here regarding the mouth with you? That is, mouth is the first site of digestion, and there are three pairs of salivary glands, that is the parotid, submaxillary, submandibular, and the sublingual gland. And sublingual gland will secrete the saliva to the oral cavity, and approximately in approx how much saliva is secreted daily, that is 1.5 liter. And our parotid gland is the largest salivary glands. And there is one viral infection, that is the mumps, that affect our parotid gland. And the submaxillary glands is the gland with the longest duct. So that's all about the mouth. Now we are moving towards the next part of the GI system, that is the esophagus. Esophagus is our food pipe. It is a collapsible tube, and if I'm talking about its length, then the length of the esophagus is how much? 25 centimeter. Okay, so it is located in the mediastinum of our thoracic cavity. So uh, it is located anterior to the spine and posterior to the trachea and the heart, and it passes through the diaphragm at an opening called the diaphragmatic hiatus. So there are two type of sphincters. First one is the upper esophageal sphincter, and second one is the lower esophageal sphincter. So what is the function of the upper esophageal sphincter? Upper esophageal sphincter prevents the entry of the air into the esophagus, and the lower esophageal sphincter prevent GERD, that is the gastroesophageal reflux disease. That is the most important line here, that is the lower esophageal sphincter will prevents gastroesophageal reflux disease, and the upper esophageal sphincter prevent the entry of air into the esophagus. Okay, what happen if the lower esophageal sphincter fails to close properly? If our lower esophageal sphincter fails to close properly, then it leads to the GERD, that is the gastroesophageal reflux disease. And the upper portion of the esophagus and the external sphincter of the anus are under voluntary control, and the remaining portion are involuntary in control. क्लियर? सो वोलेंट्री कंट्रोल कौन कौन से पोर्शन होते हैं? अपर पोर्शन ऑफ द इसोफेगस एंड द एक्सटर्नल स्पिंक्टर ऑफ द एनस आर अंडर वोलेंट्री कंट्रोल, एंड द रिमेनिंग पोर्शन आर involuntary in control. So that's all about the mouth and the esophagus. Next we will continue in our next video. That is regarding the, in next video we will discuss about the stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and the blood supply to the GI system, layers of the digestive system. So these all rest of the topics we will discuss in next video. So that's all about this video. Thank you and have a nice day.